Forests are large areas of land covered by trees and other woody plants, which are the main form of life in these ecosystems. Forests cover about 31% of the world's land area and provide many benefits for human and other living beings. Forests are home to 80% of the Earth's plant biomass and 70% of its primary production, which means they capture and store a lot of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and produce oxygen. Forests also regulate the climate, water cycle, soil quality, and biodiversity. Forests provide many sources for humans, such as timber, food, medicine, fuel, and recreation. Forests are complex ecosystems that consist of different layers of vegetation, each with its own characteristics and functions. The layers of forest can be broadly classified into following categories: the emergent layer, the canopy, the understory, the shrub layer, the herb layer, the forest floor layer, and the rhizosphere. Each layer has a distinct microclimate, light availability, and species composition. Let's take a closer look at each layer and see what makes them unique. The emergent layer is the highest layer of the forest, where some trees grow taller than the canopy and emerge above it. This layer is exposed to strong wind, sunlight, and temperature fluctuation. The emergent layer is inhabited by few specialized plants and animals. Some examples of emergent layer residents are eagles, bats, butterflies, palms, and figs. The canopy is the layer that forms the roof of the forest, where the crowns of mature trees interlock and create a continuous cover. This layer receives the most sunlight and has the highest photosynthetic activity. The canopy is also the most diverse layer of the forest, hosting a variety of plants and animals that depend on the trees for food, shelter, and movement. Some examples of canopy dwellers are monkeys, sloths, toucans, orchids, bromeliads, and lianas. This layer is also shaded by the canopy but receives more light than the forest floor. The understory is the home to many animals that prefer low light conditions, such as amphibians, reptiles, birds, and insects. The understory also plays a key role in regulating the temperature and humidity of the forest by absorbing and releasing water. The shrub layer consists of woody plants that grow close to the ground, such as bushes, vines, and small trees. The shrub layer provides food and shelter for many animals, such as birds, insects, and rodents. It also helps prevent soil erosion and regulates the temperature and humidity of the forest. The herb layer consists of plants that grow close to the ground, such as grasses, ferns, mosses, and wildflowers. The herb layer provides food and shelter for many animals, such as insects, rodents, birds, and reptiles. The herb layer also contributes to the nutrient cycle of the forest by decomposing organic matter and releasing minerals into the soil. The forest floor is where organic matter such as fallen leaves, branches, and dead animals decompose. The layer is rich in nutrients and microorganisms that recycle the organic matter and make it available for plant growth. The forest floor also provides habitat for many animals such as insects, worms, fungi, bacteria, and small mammals. The forest floor is usually dark, moist, and cool, with little direct sunlight reaching it. The rhizosphere is a term that refers to the soil environment near to the roots of plants, where various chemical and biological processes are influenced by the plant's growth and metabolism. The rhizosphere is rich in microbial diversity and activity, as well as the organic matter derived from root exudates and cell debris. The rhizosphere plays an important role in plant nutrition, health, and productivity. Forests are one of the most important ecosystems on Earth. They provide a range of benefits to humans and other living beings, such as biodiversity. Forests are home to more than 80% of the world's terrestrial species of animals, plants, and insects. They support the conservation of genetic diversity. Climate regulations. Forests play a crucial role in regulating the global climate by absorbing carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. They also influence local weather patterns by creating shade, humidity, and rainfall. Water cycle. Forests help maintain the water cycle by filtering and storing water, preventing all soil erosion and reducing floods and droughts. They also provide fresh water for drinking, agriculture, and industry. Soil fertility. Forests enrich the soil with organic matter and nutrients, making it more productive and resilient. They also prevent land degradation and desertification by stabilizing the soil and preventing wind erosion. Economic benefits. Forests provide a source of income and livelihood for millions of people, especially in rural areas. They supply timber, fuel, wood, food, medicine, fiber, and other products that can be traded or consumed locally. There are different types of forests that have distinct characteristics, functions, and challenges. We will enumerate some of the main types of forest. Tropical forests, which includes rainforests, seasonal forests, and dry forests. Temperate forests, which include the deciduous and evergreen. For boreal forests, and then mangrove forests. Tropical forests are found near the equator where the climate is warm and humid throughout the year. They are the most biodiverse type of forest, hosting more than half of the world's terrestrial species. Tropical forests are divided into three subtypes. Rainforests are the most common type of tropical forest characterized by high rainfall, more than 2000 mm per year, and evergreen vegetation. Seasonal forests are found in regions where there is a distinct dry season that lasts for several months. And then there is dry forests that are the rarest type of tropical forests occurring in areas where the rainfall is less than 1000 mm per year and highly variable. Temperate forests are found in regions that have moderate climates with four distinct seasons. Temperate forests are divided into subtypes: deciduous forests and evergreen forests. Deciduous forests are the most widespread type of temperate forest occurring in regions that have warm summers and cold winters. They have moderate rainfall 500 to 1500 mm per year and mostly deciduous vegetation that changes color and drops its leaves in autumn. They have a single layer of vegetation with a dominant canopy layer of tall trees that reach up to 30 meters in height. Deciduous forests are home to animals such as bears, deer, squirrels, and owls. Evergreen forests are found in regions that have mild winters and cool summers. They have high rainfall, mostly evergreen vegetation that remains its leaf throughout the year. They have multiple layers of vegetation. Evergreen forests are inhabited by animals such as wolves, moose, lynx, and eagles. Boreal forests are the world's largest land-based biome, covering about 17 million square kilometers across North America, Europe, and Asia. They store more carbon than any other type of forest. They are characterized by cold winters, short summers, low precipitation, and coniferous trees such as spruce, pine, and fir. Mangrove forests are found along the coastlines of tropical and subtropical regions, where they grow in saline water or brackish water. They are composed of mangrove trees that have special adaptations to cope with the saltwater and tidal fluctuation. Mangrove forests have a high priority and diversity of life forms, including fish, crustaceans, mollusks, birds, reptiles, and mammals. They also protect the coast from erosion, storms, and tsunamis, filter pollutants from runoff water, and sequester carbon from the atmosphere. A forestless Earth would be a bleak and barren place devoid of biodiversity and ecosystem services that forests provide. Forests are home to more than 180% of the world's terrestrial species, and they regulate the climate, water cycle, soil quality, and carbon sequestration. Without forests, the planet would face severe environmental and social consequences such as increased greenhouse gas emissions, desertification, soil erosion, flooding, droughts, food and flood insecurity, and loss of livelihoods of millions of people. Forests are essential for the survival and well-being of humanity and all life on Earth. Forests are one of the most diverse and important ecosystems on Earth. They cover about 31% of global land area and provide habitat for countless species of plant, animals, and microorganisms. Forests are not merely collections of trees but complex interconnected ecosystems that sustain life on Earth and are essential for maintaining global climate stability, water quality, soil health, carbon storage, and wildlife conservation. Forests are a mess management. One is compelled to think. Innumerous types of plants, trees, insects, birds, shrubs, and many other forms exist in forests. How can such a diverse body can exist on its own? Symbiosis is the very sense of for smooth functioning of a living system. How all these components coordinate.